All right, so I'm working on these little turnbuckles. The other hook is taken off here. There's like a little turnbuckle that's like a banjo head tensioner. Patent January 23rd, 1900. So, and that's the patent date. Doesn't mean it was made in at that date. I've got a bunch of these halfway done. So these are drilled, tapped, and then one end turned. So I thought I'd walk you through how I'm doing that. It's gonna be a little tricky because I don't have anything to put the camera on here. Gotta hold it in one hand. So I've got some brass hexagon bar stock. I forget what size it is, like 3/8 or something a little smaller than that. So get my projection. Got this handle in the way here. There we go. So I've got my cutoff. Ooh, this is gonna be the last one on this piece. Luckily I have another piece. So I've got my cutoff tool acting as a stop from the last operation. So tighten this up. I'm gonna fire it up. We're just gonna face off the end here. We can use the cutoff tool for doing that. It's not ideal, but it's okay. Okay, so there we go. That's faced off. Now I need to drill a hole. All right, so just got a center drill set up here. Lock that off. Check for clearance. Good. Fire in the hole. I said center drill. It's actually a spotting drill. Slightly different thing. But anyway, you just need a tiny little, just a little start. Now there's I tried drilling like through the first one and doing a deeper hole so that I could just have a hole to start centering on for the next one. But there's enough deflection in these little drill bits that it's not reliable. So I think when I got to my third part doing it that way, the hole had drifted so far off center I wasn't happy about it. Okay, my stupid chuck key go. Chuck key, oh there. Okay, what the hell did I drop? A spotting drill. Okay, tighten up on that guy. All right. So this guy, we need to drill a hole that's about 1 inch deep, a hair more, so lock her off. What I do is I advance drill bit till I'm touching, zero my little digital DRO, fire it up. I gotta go to like 1.1 inches. There we go. Okay. Done with that. And now I gotta do a little, set up a stop here. So let's go swing around. So I've got the compound set, so there's a slight taper on the cut I'm about to do, and I just need to center it up. So bring in my tool post, hook my little sample onto the end of the cutter here, and just juggle it until it's flushing up with my stock. Give me just a hair. Okay, there we go. Just in case, make sure nothing moves. It's very hard to get a camera in here. I mean, it's a tight machine, so trying to drive it one-handed and hang onto a phone and keep it aimed is pretty difficult. So so I have a stop set on my wheel here that when I hit it, when I hit that mark, it brings my my part down to the right diameter at the end. And the compound was set, so all I got to do is bring it until it bottoms out on that vise there, and that's my depth. Okay, so leave that tight. Well, you know what I didn't do? Actually, I still have to tap it. I had my order of operations a little different, and I got confused when I started shooting here. Okay, so now we can tap it out with that. In with the tap follower. Okay. So a little load on my tap follower there. I'm using my tool post here as like a third hand, so it's just keeping the tap arm controlled, and then I just got to do this. Okay. All right, and now I just need to do a cutoff. So it swings around. Very jury-rigged camera support here in the form of my basically I'm using like a bulldog clip on my camera case. Yeah, I'll show you actually. So that there's my camera. There's my tripod. Okay, so now I need to set up for my cutoff or my parting, as they say in the lathe world. Okay, move my stop. So again, I just use the part itself to help the original part to help set up everything. Butt up against it, and then dial in my length, leaving just a hair extra for parting, for facing off when I do the other side. Make sure I'm clearing that chuck, which I am. All right, fire it up. Now this is something you should not do, parting off with the lathe running at a high speed. But it's a real pain in the ass to change the speed on this lathe. I mean, it's a pain in the ass to do it like frequently for one little operation. So I'm just very carefully partially parting it and then finishing with a hacksaw. Steady wrist. we go. Don't want to get greedy. And now what I usually do is I take my parting tool and I just butt that up to indicate where the next, when I go to put the next piece of brass in, I can just butt up to that parting tool. And that gives me the length that I need to do this operation in the shortest possible length. Ooh, I didn't hacksaw. The hacksaw is less than efficient for doing this, but come on. There we are. The other end hole just comes through into the pile. And this last little nubby end is definitely too small to be trying to make another part on, so we will abandon it. The parting tool wasn't biting there, so I'll just face off with the regular tool. Then I repeat the whole operation back to the spotting drill. Okay, so the last operation is turning the other side. So I came up with this little system here. Pop that guy in there. I've set the lathe tool to be at the point that I need this to slide out to. Get my wrench. Okay, and I actually gave it sort of like a half turn on the compound, so I'd have a little bit of end to trim. And the last operation is I've got a left hand threaded bottoming tap, because I need to tap halfway through the nut, of course. Because I'm getting just enough resistance off the drive belts to pull this off. This thing's in my way though. And that's about it right there. Out of there. Okay, then that's done. Pop it out. Always before I'm done, bring this guy in. Snug it up. Half a turn back. Get out of the way. And then we're done. There we go. So that's the finished turnbuckle nut. One more to go, one dud.